I feel like we can make a repeat, but we got to work hard at it.
Pump fake by Montana, launches it for the end zone. Jerry Rice! Oh, what a catch by Rice!
In Super Bowl 24, Jerry Rice finished with 7 catches for 148 yards and 3 touchdowns, as the 49ers won their second straight championship.
We can do it again. We can do it. We can do it again.
Over the next 3 years, the leadership in the locker room began to change as Roger Craig, Ronnie Lott, and Joe Montana all left the team.
To watch those guys leave, it was devastating to me because I'm like, okay, Joe Montana, how can you get rid of God? That was that extra incentive for me to work a little bit harder, not get complacent.
It was Joe's team on offense and Ronnie's team on defense. Well, now, of the big four, Jerry's the last survivor, and he's the biggest force in that room in a lot of ways because he's Jerry Rice.
We knew that it was important that Steve be able to connect with and develop a relationship with and really grow with Jerry Rice.
Jerry preferred Montana to be the quarterback. He had trouble catching passes from a left-handed quarterback.
So Ted Walsh was the equipment manager for years and years of the 49ers, and he was lefty. And he could throw a pretty good ball. Literally thousands of footballs that Ted Walsh threw Jerry Rice to get him used to lefty spin. Jerry wore Ted out.
You know, Steve was an exceptional quarterback. I have more touchdowns with Steve than I had with Joe, but being able to adjust to him, I just felt like I had weight on my shoulders.
It was leaders like Jerry Rice that said, you're gonna do it. Everybody knew that if you didn't live to Jerry's standard, you weren't a 49er.
Rice and Young did form a dynamic duo, but it wasn't enough to defeat the Dallas Cowboys in either the 1992
Dallas gets the turnover.
or 1993 NFC Championship game.
It is intense.
Tell him what you're doing to Jerry Rice. Jerry ain't doing nothing. Oh, Jerry Rice.
Didn't like it. I did not like the Cowboys at all. It was a very intense rivalry. It's something you don't get over because if you care about something, you shouldn't be able to just get over it just like that. That's the incentive for you the next year.
Dallas, your Cowboys are still champions.
We won on Sunday, got on the plane Monday, I came to the Pro Bowl. Jerry Rice comes up behind me. He said, I chased you all year and I couldn't catch you. I want you to know I'm already training for next year. I was like, oh. That's how competitive he is.
Frustration was high after losing 2 times in a row now to the Cowboys in a championship game. We need to help.
Deion Sanders is now a 49er.
You hear about certain players, then you're like, oh my God, he's coming here?
I don't know about that. I'm going to go out there and play ball and have a good time.
I was a little curious if he would be able to come in and do it the 49er way because we worked hard every day.
I think they had the understanding of this is work, this is a job, we got to come in and do it. Now I came in and said, hey, we're going to work, but we're going to play.
How did Jerry and Deion actually get along that season?
Not very well. Not very well.
Well, I knew that Deion brought a lot of baggage. But I wanted him on the team because I felt like he could help us get to the Super Bowl.
Deion Sanders won the 1994 Defensive Player of the Year and helped San Francisco reach their 3rd straight NFC Championship game against the Cowboys.
Real number 80 is in town today. Real number 80. You got a fake number 80 over there. Cry baby.
We jumped off to a big start and got the big lead on them.
Eric Davis picks it off. Touchdown 49ers.
And they started fighting back. And right before the half, I was standing there next to Tim McDonald, and you see the ball in the air.
Young goes for the end zone.
And it was one of those deals where we're on the sideline like, oh, Jerry's going to get that.
Rice is out there. Touchdown 49ers. Rice beat Larry Brown.
That touchdown sort of let them know, not today.
The 49ers were on their way back to the Super Bowl. All they had to do now was get along with each other in Miami.
Deion and Jerry had very different approaches. Jerry was always grinding, always serious. And Deion, I think, injected some showmanship and some fun.
When we went to the Super Bowl, Deion's out on the town. And the coach is talking about, well, some guys missed curfew, I'm gonna find them. The players in 49er style said, no, coach, we're gonna handle this one. And as soon as that door shut, it was Deion and JR.
Hey, look, we're not here to hang out or just to have a good time. We are here to win the Super Bowl.
So I stood up and said, hey, you know darn well we're going to beat the brakes off San Diego. If we were home, we would be going out on a Wednesday. I can understand if it's Saturday, but this is Wednesday. Everybody calm down. We got this, all right?
That was the first time that I had seen the two of them, like, really getting upset and really going at each other and really being upset, like, to where they could come to blows.
There was a lot of pressure on that team, and I think Deion correctly understood this team is tense and stressed, and if they could loosen up and just be great, it would help them. But try telling that to Jerry Rice, whose entire career is based on the foundation that you grind harder, you outwork people. Try telling Jerry Rice to take his foot off the gas right before the Super Bowl.
You have some teams where you just go out there and you just hang out and you have a good time, but when we go out there on the football field, we work.
It's the Super Bowl, and they need a story. They need some kind of controversy. Super Bowl that we're going to win by at least 20. And what else? What other story is there to say Jerry and I had conflict? The biggest story should have been that I had a Lamborghini delivered to me in front of the hotel. That was the story.
Once the Super Bowl started, the only story was how dominant the 49ers were.
Taken to Floyd, gun to the air, goes to Jerry Rice, touchdown San Francisco.
Rice caught 10 passes for 149 yards and 3 touchdowns, despite injuring his shoulder. The injury was so bad, he needed help from a teammate to buckle his chin strap.
He is, in many ways, the heart and soul of this football team. Young, quick pass, slant in, Jerry Rice, another touchdown! Wow, what do you say? 3 Super Bowls, 28 receptions, 512 yards, 7 touchdowns. Jerry Rice is the best.
Jerry, where are we going?
We're going to Disneyland.
Maybe 3 days after the Super Bowl, I went back down to the facility. No one was there, just empty. And I peeked out the back, and Jerry's out there running routes. There's only one guy that does that. He was the greatest player ever played the game. I would say that little story maybe tells you more than anything about maybe why.